Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today was my very first palette bingo. I grabbed the Lost in Los Angeles palette from BH Cosmetics Travel Series, and I got this pretty look. So if you'd like to see how I did it, then stick around and I'll show you. If you haven't been here before, hello, my name is Rachel. I'm just a homeschooling stay-at-home mom who loves to play with colorful eyeshadow. I don't really know that much about other makeup because for me it's all about the eyes. So if you'd like to see content like that and tutorials and other things on your timeline, then don't forget to like and subscribe. You can also find me on Instagram at Shimmers and Silver. Fair warning, I'm kind of a dork, but I've accepted that. So without further ado, let's get into that tutorial. Okay, so my phone is what's taking this video, and therefore I don't have the fancy option of doing the number selection on my phone during the video. So what I'm gonna do is write numbers on these sticky notes, toss them in a bowl, and then pull out 5 random shades using the Lost in Los Angeles palette, which has 16 shades. So I'm gonna write numbers 1 through 16. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, I picked 5 shades. There's one shade in here that I'm hoping not to get, and it's this one, Rodeo Drive, because I'm wearing a very pastel shirt, which is not super common for me, and I think every shade in this palette will work with my shirt except that one. That is number 8. So hopefully I didn't pick number 8. I got number 16. So I'm gonna swatch as I go through. So number 16, is City of Angels. That's this shade. So I'm just gonna swatch it and put it on my hand so I can see them all next to each other. Next is, oh man, number 8. oh no. Okay, that's the shimmery green Rodeo Drive. What am I gonna do with that? That's this one. It's a pretty color, I like the color. But I'm not sure how it's gonna look with my shirt. That might need to be an insignificant color in this eyeshadow look. Next, number 7. That is, okay, it's a matte, that's good. Weiho? I have no idea what that means. Never lived in California, don't understand a couple of these references. That is a matte pink. It's a nice color, it's good matte. Next is number 4. And that is 90210. The light pink.
I like that one.
Kind of a Barbie pink. And finally, number 12, which is, a shimmery pink, Sunset Boulevard. Okay, this could have been a lot worse. So here's my color story. I wanted to do the selection on camera and I couldn't use my phone, so that was the next best thing, old school. All right, let me think about what I'm gonna do here. I think I'm gonna do light pink in the inner corner, purple in the outer corner, because those are the only 2 mattes that I have. And then I will do dark blue in the outer corner, light pink on the inner, on the lid, and then green under the eye. There are no deepening shades in this palette, which I actually bought this palette because I didn't have any pastels and I wanted to be able to have a selection of lighter shades to blend out other looks. So I only bought this as a companion palette, and here I am doing a whole look with it. Fabulous. But I thought it would be fun given my shirt today. So let's see how this goes. Just realized I had those on. And I'm hoping to get done before my daughter wakes up from her nap. Priming my eyes using the NYX Primer in White. Okay, with a clean small blending brush, I'm going into this shade here, the light peachy shade. It's a matte Weiho. I really don't know what that is. Feel free to let me know in the comments. And I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing it. So I'm gonna put that on my inner corner in the crease. Now with the same brush, I'm going into 90210. It actually swatches a lot more purple than it looks in the pan, so I'm curious to see how it looks. But I'm putting that in the crease on the outer corner. Yeah, it's way more purple on skin than it is in the pan. I'm glad of that actually, because it was just a slightly different shade in the pan from the first color I got, and I was like, oh, okay. This is much prettier than I was expecting. Wow, that is way more purple than it looks. Sweet. As far as palette bingos go, this was probably a pretty safe bet because all the colors basically work together. There's nothing that's too different that would look bad. The green I was hoping to avoid, and of course did not avoid, is actually, it's not, I like the color, it's not a bad color, it's just I don't think it'll look right with my shirt color today, but it looks fine in the palette. Still challenging though, because I wouldn't have paired some of these colors together. I'm going to take a medium fluffy blending brush and starting with the inner corner and then moving out, starting with the peach on both sides and then moving out to the lavender, I will just soften this a little bit. And I was going to put the shimmery blue on my outer corner, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I think what I'm going to do now is put this purple all the way onto my lid, do the peach shimmer, and then on my under eye I'll do blue and green. Blue and green are a great combo. I was initially thinking of doing pink and green under the eye, but because I don't have a deepening shade and I don't want a full shimmer on my lid, I want some matte in the corner, I think I'll go in with the purple. So I'm keeping in that 90210 shade and just bringing it down to cover the outer corner. With this blending brush, I dipped very lightly into 90210 and I'm just blowing out this outer corner. Sorry. With a flat C brush, I'm going into Sunset Boulevard, the shimmery pink. I will dip into the pan and then spray it. And I'm gonna place this over my lid, starting in the inner corner and working out. Now I think that the rules of palette bingo would be that I'm not allowed to touch any of the other colors. But because I have to wear this eyeshadow look all day, and I do want to be true to myself and my own tastes and style and preferences as well, I am going to do a highlight shade. I'm not going to deepen it out, but I am going to do a highlight shade. So right now I'm just dipping in and out of Sunset Boulevard. Oh, but I have to use the other two shades. I have to use the green and blue.
It's gonna ruin it. It looks so perfect right now.
I'll be a unicorn princess when I'm done. This is actually really pretty. These colors are more vibrant than I was expecting. Kind of thought that this palette would be sort of boring to me and I would only use it as a companion, but if I want like still a bright, colorful, sort of dramatic look without big, bold in your face, I'm liking this. Now I have to use my last two colors, which are these two right here. I decided to put them together on my lower lash line. Because they're shimmers, I'm gonna go in with a pencil brush and spray it. So first, ooh, which one should I put down first? First I'm gonna go blue and then green, because blue works really nicely with purple and green works really nicely with pink. That's the plan. So I'm dipping into blue first, which is City of Angels down here. I'm dipping into that and then I'm spraying my brush. My daughter has voted that I just leave the look like this. And I agree, it's pretty cute, but I have to use all 5 colors in my palette bingo because that's the challenge which I set for myself. So here goes. Blue on the outer lower lash line. Okay, now it's time for the color that I was a little scared about. Rodeo Drive, the shimmery green. With the same pencil brush, I'm dipping into the shade and then spraying it. And now's the moment of truth. Let's see how it looks. I'm bringing that all the way in to meet the pink, but I'm gonna put a highlight shade in there as well.
Just making sure.
Okay, so that changed the look considerably, as I expected it would, but I don't dislike it. It's unexpected is what it is, and I do like an unexpected eyeshadow look, where you've got a little pop of something. This is kind of a grungy sort of green. You could actually do a pretty neat look centering on these two colors, or adding this green into, like there's a different green down here. It's this is like a spring or grass green, and then this is the grungy green. But I'll bet if you paired those together with maybe the purples, it'd be pretty cool. And the yellow, ooh, that shimmery yellow. All right, with that same pencil brush, I am going into the hills right here. I'm using it as a highlight. This would be shade number 6, but I could leave the look like this if I wanted to. This is my palette bingo result, but I do want a highlight color. So I'm dipping into the hills, and then I'm spraying my brush, placing that here. And finally, I'm taking a light yellow for my waterline. This is Extra Frosting from ColourPop. There you go. Palette bingo. All right, I'm going to put on just a little bit of black eyeliner up top. I don't think I'll do a wing because this look does not call for a wing. And I'll be back. All right, here's the finished look, everyone. I did take some black eyeliner and went right above my upper lashes, but I didn't do a wing, obviously. Also, I put on some mascara, but I only put it on the bottom lashes and the outer half of the top lashes. Because this is such a light toned look, I didn't want to weigh it down with black lashes all over the place, so I just did a couple layers out here, and that was all. I really enjoyed this. The palette bingo was a lot of fun. I thought it might be. I was a tiny bit concerned about that green shade, but I'm actually glad in the end that I did select that shade, because the whole point of palette bingo is to reach into things that you wouldn't ordinarily go for and to combine colors that aren't natural for you. So it was a lot of fun. It was a good experiment, good result. I like what I ended up with. Of course, if I had my druthers, I would have grabbed another darker shade to go in the outer corner, but that's just me, and I wasn't allowed to do that. Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope you had fun. Let me know if you try it yourself. And don't forget, you can follow me on social media, and I will see you next time. Bye! Now with the same brush, I'm going into 100th would be a cent, because there are 100 cents in a dollar. 25 is how much of a 100?
Oh, 1/4.
1/4. That's why I just call it a quarter. Like a quarter of an hour is a fourth of an hour.